కళ్ళేవి నీ నోరేది చూపి నీ నోరు నీ పళ్ళు చూపి అమ్మా నీ ముక్కేది నీ జుట్టేది జుట్టు నీ చెవులేవి చూపి చెవులు నీ చేతులేయమ్మా నీ కాళ్ళు.
Since birth, children learn in a natural manner. Certain things are learnt naturally, while some others are learnt through teaching with a purpose. However, children with mental retardation do not learn naturally like non-retarded children. They also do not learn with ease like non-retarded children. Everything has to be taught purposefully to them. Everyday teaching and learning experience can be enjoyable and meaningful for both the teacher and the learner. This is possible if you plan learning activities which are both enjoyable and meaningful to the children. Activities have to be planned systematically following certain basic principles. Not only that, we also need to select appropriate teaching material suitable for an activity. The selected material should be age appropriate and according to the severity level of the child.
సపరేట్ చేయట్లా
Here we have Manoj and his mother teaching him at home.
చూడు హేమంత్ ఎక్కడున్నాడు ఇక్కడ హేమంత్ ఏంటి ఫస్ట్ హేమంత్ రాసుకుంటాడు ఫస్ట్ రాసుకో నెక్స్ట్ ఎవరు సెకండ్ ఎవరు కన్నా పైకి ఎత్తిచ్చే థర్డ్ ఎవరు అన్నపూర్ణ ఫస్ట్ చూపించు వెరీ గుడ్ క్లాప్స్ పెట్టండి సెకండ్ ఎవరు వచ్చారు కన్నా వెరీ గుడ్ థర్డ్ అన్నపూర్ణ చూపించు
Some important points to be kept in mind while teaching. Teaching should move from concrete to abstract, simple to complex, known to unknown, whole to part.
We follow certain principles while teaching children. The first principle is concrete to abstract. That is, the teaching should proceed from concrete to abstract. For example, you are teaching children the vegetables. So the vegetables, you take the real things, and each vegetable has a different texture, and the child can feel it. For example, lady's finger, it has ridges, the child can feel, and the potato, it is smooth, and this is also smooth, but different colors also it has. Carrot has red color, this has green color, and brinjal has violet. The child can feel, and when you cut the vegetables, say it has a different shape and texture. Though the brinjal is violet, when we cut it, it has inside a different color. And potato also, when we cut, it has different color. So the child will be able to see the different colors, the outside and the inside, and the child learn about the vegetable. From after showing the concrete objects to children, once the child is able to match them or identify them and name them, we use the pictures. The picture is again, firstly we may be using the pictures which have the similar colors. For example, in this book, all these are the same colors of the vegetables. Even in the chart, we have the same colors. And then we also make the children to use the pictures, flashcards, that is from concrete to the iconic, that is it has only 2 dimensions, whereas the concrete things has 3 dimensions. Then we go to we also teach children to see without the colors. Sometimes children do have difficulty in identifying or naming when there is no color. So this process, like from the concrete to the picture which has the similar color, and also the picture doesn't have a similar color but it has the shape. So the process continues like this. When we teach money, we using the concrete things to the children to show 50 rupees, the real money. And the coins, here when you see the coins, there's a very little differences between these coins, because the sizes, especially when it comes to 1 rupee and 2 rupees, if you feel it, there is a very little difference between this. This is very round and there are some curves here. So 2 rupees and 1 rupee the child will be, and then this is another 5 rupees. It is thick and different edges. So when we use these concrete things, children do feel and find the differences. And we also sometimes when to see 1 rupee and 2 rupee, we also feel it and give it to the shopkeeper. And similarly, we also use these things to children to teach the concrete. Say these are the soaps, and these soaps, the child, we show them the real things. It has a different smell, this has a different smell, the child feels it and the child learns. And for example, even the fruits, all these real ones, this has a different shape and this has a different color and things, this has different smell, we teach to the children. And these fruits have to be peeled and eaten, and these fruits, the grapes, you just take it, wash them and eat them. So it is something like teaching to the children the whole thing about the vegetable or a fruit, what is the texture, how it looks inside. Then the next principle we follow is simple to complex. That is, we teach children first, say for example, we are teaching colors. If I am teaching the child a red color, first I will be showing him only the red color, and I teach the child to pick up the red colors and keep only. Here we have only 2 colors. That means the child has to see between 2 colors which one is red, and then that he has to keep it. The next what you should be doing is that we take 3 more colors. It is now a little difficult for the child to pick up red color between yellow, blue and red, because he has to pick up red between 2 colors. He should be able to differentiate between blue, yellow and then red. So I am increasing the difficulty of the child by adding another color to this. Then slowly we also increase the order by having the number of colors. So when I am teaching a child big and small to begin with, I show the child which one is big, which one is small. So this is too big and this is a small one. So when the child sees the difference, because we have to show the difference such a way that the child identifies the difference, this is big and this is small. So this is big and this is small. Then when it comes, if I keep these two, in the beginning of learning, the difference between these two bottles is very small. So hence, we have to use the big and small, and then maybe we increase the order of making the differences in this order. So the child has to be taught first these two, and then this, and then this. So the order.
వంకాయ తీసి పెట్టు, వంకాయ పైన మ్యాచింగ్ చెయ్యి, ఇక్కడ పెట్టాలి, ఇక్కడ క్యారెట్ తీసి పెట్టు. యోగేష్, నీ దగ్గర వంకాయ కార్డు ఉంది కదా, వంకాయ తీసి పెట్టు, ఇక్కడ పెట్టాలి. నాగరాజు, బెండకాయ తీసి పెట్టు, బెండకాయ. నీ ముందు కార్డు ఏముంది? బెండకాయ కార్డు ఉంది, బెండకాయ తీసి పెట్టు, బెండకాయ, బెండకాయ. సింధు, బెండకాయ తీసి పెట్టు.
All the children, whether retarded or non-retarded, learn in the above fashion. This gives a clue to the teacher when to use an aid and when to fade it out. If the child is still in the concrete stage of learning, actual object or picture is helpful.
The brinjal. बोलो brinjal. B R I N J A L. Brinjal. Tomato. अभी brinjal.
The teacher should now introduce the symbol of the picture, the verbal symbol, the written symbol.
ఇదేంటిది? టమాటో. ఇది బ్రింజాల్. చూడు, ఇంకా టమాటో ఎక్కడుంది చూడు. ఏది టమాటో? టమాటో ఇది. వెరీ గుడ్. పెట్టు అక్కడ, టమాటో దగ్గర పెట్టు. మరి ఇక్కడ బ్రింజాల్ ఏది? గుడ్. ఇక్కడ
Gradually, as the child learns, she fades out the picture and uses the symbols only. Then on, the teacher should use only the visual or written symbol, as the case may be, and the picture or an object is not required anymore. This is the basic principle to be followed in acquisition of concepts, whether inside the classroom or extended to the outdoor.
T O ఇక్కడ బస్ ఉంది. ఈ కార్డులో ఇక్కడ బస్ ఉంది. ఇది ఇది రెండు బస్. బస్. ఇక్కడ ఇందులో ఒక బాబు బెలూన్స్ ఎగరేస్తున్నాడు. ఇక్కడ కూడా బాబు బెలూన్స్ ఎగరేస్తున్నాడు. ఇక్కడ ఒక ఆయన సైకిల్ మీద వెళ్తూ ఉన్నాడు. ఇది ఇక్కడ చిన్నది ఉంది, ఇక్కడ చిన్నదిగా కనిపిస్తుంది, అవునా? ఇదిగో ఇక్కడ సైకిల్, సైకిల్ మీద వెళ్తున్నాడు. ఇక్కడ కూడా సైకిల్. ఇది ఏరోప్లేన్. ఇక్కడ ఉంది, పైన ఉంది ఏరోప్లేన్. ఇక్కడ ఉంది ఏరోప్లేన్. ఇది సూర్యుడు. సూర్యుడు పైన ఉన్నాడు, ఉదయిస్తున్నాడు కదా సూర్యుడు. ఇది ట్రైన్. ఇదిగో ఎక్కడ ఉంది ట్రైన్ బొమ్మ. ఇది ట్రైన్. ఇది లారీ. ఇక్కడ లారీ ఉంది.
Another important point to be considered is that the learning material should be appropriate to the age, sex, severity level, and also culturally appropriate. For example, when we are selecting material to teach a concept of vegetables, if we select broccoli, avocado and tinda in southern region, the child is confused as they are not easily available everywhere. Children learn better if taught with material of their interest. Counting numbers can be taught to a young adolescent girl, maybe with flowers, ribbons, bindis and kitchen utensils like spoons and cups. If it is a boy, cars and waste belts may be of more interest.
1 నువ్వు ఒక పెన్ను తీసి ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకో. 1
A child with severe mental retardation will need concrete objects for counting.
2 ఇక్కడ పెట్టు. 1 2 పెట్టు. ఇంకోటి 1 2.
But the one with mild mental retardation can achieve counting objects and pictures after learning through object counting.
1 ఇది గ్రేప్స్ బంచ్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? 1 బనానాస్ అన్న లెక్క పెట్టు. 1 ఇంకా 2 బనానాస్. ఇక్కడ యాపిల్స్ అన్న లెక్క పెట్టు. నువ్వు లెక్క పెట్టి చెప్పాలి. ఇక్కడ లెక్క పెట్టు. 1 2 మొత్తం అన్ని నువ్వు దీంట్లో ఒక పువ్వు తీసి ఇది ఒక్క పువ్వు నువ్వు తీ.
Therefore, choose learning material after considering the age, sex, and the severity level of the child. It is very important to select the material to suit each student's family, home, neighborhood, environment, and socio-economic status. Let us take the case of Kusha's family. They have the habit of sitting on the floor and eating. They cook rice separately. Cut vegetables with traditional tools. Use a stone for grinding. Go to a small store to buy provisions. Take a bus or a cycle rickshaw for transportation. Buy vegetables from a vegetable vendor. On the other hand, we have children who live in a flat or a bungalow. Their mothers cut vegetables on a cutting board. Use a mixer for grinding. Rice is cooked in a pressure cooker and they all eat at the dining table. Go to a supermarket for provisions. Travel by an auto or car. While teaching, if you select material which are not appropriate to the activities carried out at home and neighborhood environment, the students may not be able to generalize. However, in case of children who have difficulty in using culturally appropriate material, some adaptations may be used.
తీసుకో
Let the learning material be flexible for multi-utility.
ఎల్లో బిట్స్ తీసుకొచ్చు ఒక్కొక్కటి. పసుపు రంగు.
A creative teacher will use a learning aid in a number of ways, depending on the group of children, the context, the need, and the objective to be achieved.
1 తీసి ఇక్కడ పెట్టు.
Every aid will have multiple utilities if the teacher applies her imagination.
2
Learning material that you use should provide novelty. All of us get bored of eating the same food, wearing same type of clothes, visiting same places. We need novelty. Generally, children get bored of play material or learning material after manipulating them for a while. They want new things to explore and experience. Learning does not occur unless the material and the activity generate interest in the child. Therefore, have a variety of materials and enlist the activities for the manipulation of the material so that children look forward to participate in teaching and learning sessions. Use material which minimizes transfer of learning. Use material which is naturally available. Students must have easy access to the material. Make sure that children have access to the learning material. Often material is kept inside the cupboards and is tagged in such a way that it requires time to remove. In addition, probable fear of damage or losing material may also be responsible for less access. Display the material in open shelves so that children can have easy access. This way, the children learn to take responsibility of handling and placing them back. They may even generalize the behavior at home and other places. Most of the commercially available material is durable. However, there are chances of wear and tear, breakage, and losing some parts if children use them extensively. Therefore, we need to replace them promptly. Apart from using commercially available material, teachers should also prepare content-specific and student-specific learning material from time to time to provide a variety of experience to their students. It may be necessary because the content-specific and student-specific material may not be available in the market. If available, may not match the teaching methodology the teacher intends to follow. Involve students in preparation of teaching learning material. Material either bought or prepared should convey the exact meaning of the concept or the content taught. Remember to use single color and contrast background while preparing teaching material. If we use electric gadgets, check them in advance before the session. You may have beautiful, attractive, and topic-focused learning material with you. But if you don't present and manipulate them appropriately, the purpose for which they intend to be used is lost. Place or hang flannel board or other backup boards for display in such a way that all the children in the class can view them clearly. And also have access to manipulate the material.
ఇది కాకి. ఏంటిది? కాకి. కాకి ఏమంటది? కావ్ 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 అంటది అన్నా. కాకి ఒకరోజు దాహం వేసింది. అయితే కాకి నీళ్ళ కోసం ఎతుకుతూ ఉంది. అంతా ఎతుకుతూ ఉంది. కాకి ఒక కుండ కనిపించింది. ఒక కుండ కనిపించింది. చూసింది చూడు కాకి. అబ్బా నీళ్ళు అడుగునా ఉన్నాయి. కాకి నీళ్ళు అందటం లేదు.
Use proper intonation and expression to give meaning to the words. Use same words and sentence pattern in the initial stages of learning. Speak clearly and slowly. Here are some general tips. Use a natural context to teach certain activities which happen at a specific time of the day. Teaching child to wash hands before and after meals, after play, eating during lunch break, toileting during intervals, standing in a queue for the bus, saying thanks after receiving things, sweeping or wiping tables after an art and craft activity, or after cutting vegetables or working. While carrying out such activities that may spoil clothes like washing utensils, use of water-appropriate accessories such as aprons and hand gloves are encouraged. Give the children an opportunity to experience their achievement. Display their work on the bulletin boards and write their names on it. Discuss about their works in the classroom. Place stars or pictures to highlight their achievement.
1. ఒక స్పూన్ తీసి పెట్టు.
Children with mental retardation do not easily apply what is learnt in one situation spontaneously to another. For instance, if a non-retarded child is taught to identify numbers by using workbook and blackboard in the classroom, the student will identify numbers on the bus, clock, calendar naturally without any assistance. Whereas in case of the children with mental retardation, additional instruction is required in situations outside the classrooms also. If trained to brush teeth using toothbrush and paste and rinsing the mouth with tap water, the retarded child may be confused when presented with a mug full of water and tooth powder instead of paste and brush. While teaching, use real objects available in their environment as far as possible. Things to keep in mind for selection of aids: utility, cost, safety, age and sex appropriateness, cultural appropriateness, availability, accessibility, maintenance related issues, updating and caching on current events, easy transfer of learning, novelty, ability to sustain interest, ease in use, quality control, and serving the purpose it is meant for. Anything around us is an aid, if only we can perceive it as one and make use of it.